A lot of people haven't heard, the story of Prophet Angel Jr. So that is Seer, right? Prophet Angel's son. And I think I have to bring this back again. Back in the day, I think I've posted something like that before, but that was years back. But this one was him really giving the details, not the dad. The other time was the dad having to say a few things, but this one is him himself, having to spill out every single truth about his life, his past life. I mean to say, past life, from smoking cigars, doing women matter, and being aggressive, being disrespectful in school, being dropped out, a whole lot of issues. Let's watch him share the story of a giant seer we have. Let's go get it.
At one point in my life, I was a chief sinner. If I could be taken to hell, they would salute me as commander in chief. I would be a part of the priest. Even if you were a female, if you received a message from me, it's not because you are special. It was for exercise. No, I can tell some people here are too holy. This is another testimony for another time. It was just to see if I still have game or not, if I still have it or not. And every shot was going in. That's the reality. You are not special. So if you hear someone say, "See, I messaged me in 2000," maybe even the sister was messaged the same thing. Just for the sake of doing so, that I even had to stop myself from even just speaking to certain people in certain way. That now, even before I became a pastor and I was now ministering more, meeting certain people, even muscle memory began to kick in. That I'm now meeting someone, I say, "You're looking very beautiful." I say, "Kai, this is not the time for this." Wrong place. I was the prophet's son, but you never believe the things I had done. I was expelled from my place of education. At a point, I had become addicted to even the smoking of cigarettes. I was addicted. I couldn't even, if I had nothing on me, you just have to do this. It's like you need something. I would get into one place. I was a boarding school, so there was nobody monitoring what I was doing. I would go to one party. All I know is I'm sleeping in a bedroom. When I wake up, I'm in the living room. I don't even know how my body transported everybody that was around me. Before I was expelled from my place of education, they expelled every one of my best friends, everyone. It was a pattern that I was following, and the pattern got me also. By way of my past and the people around me, I should not be in this position today, but grace found me. And mercy found me. So I owe my life to the Lord Jesus Christ. Before, you couldn't just talk to me anyhow. Oh no, stand up, brother. I would get to someone would say something. I said, "What are you saying? What are you saying?" Yeah. I said, "What are you saying? Who are you talking to?" Oh my gosh. Even as skinny as I was, if I enter a location, people have to move. They had to move. I told you that sometimes don't try it now because muscle memory can. One point, people found out who my father was. That was one of the worst times. They said, "Oh, so your father does fake miracles." I said, "Fake where? Where? You have proof of the fake. You have proof of it. Talk to me like that again. Talk. I dare you. Say something like that." They would stop speaking very, very fast. Every day, I would be in the head principal's office. What is taking place now, Hubert? I would even speak to the principal. I said, "Don't talk to me in such ways, eh?" Very wicked person I was. I said, "Don't talk to me in such a way, sir. Don't talk to me." He said, "No, come back into my office." I said, "Get out." Almost said, "Say it. Come into my office." I would say, "No, I'm going to my class." I would get into the class. The principal, while we are all there, the principal would say, "Hubert, come out." I would say, "Never." Please don't copy it. This time the enemy was really holding me. I said, "There's no way." He said, "Everybody, get out of the class so I can speak to this young man." For the sake of everybody, I said, "It's okay." And I went to speak. I said, "What do you want?" I was a very wicked person. Now if I tell people, they don't believe me. Even the way that I speak has changed because God changed my life. That's the reality. And it was not only a change that took place, I decided to win as well. I chose to win as well. But the Lord intervened in such a meeting like this. There were times, everyone around me, if I speak to certain people here, they know everyone that we were with, it's either they are nobody or they are in jail now. If they are not nobody, if they are not in jail, they are dead. And I'm talking about the real undiluted truth. I never even wanted to hold a mic in my life. I never chose to hold the mic. It is the Lord that chose me.
Say you have $1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, even $10,000. What will you do with that amount of money? Do you want to put it in savings? Because that's bullshit. You want to put it in treasury bill? That is double bullshit. You want to put it in bonds? That's triple bullshit. Do you know what you can do with that money? You need to go all in. This is the time. I feel it so hard. This is the time that millionaires will be made in the space of 4 years and even beyond, right? So this is a time to slap your money in cryptos. This is a time to invest your money in stocks. This is a time to, do margin trading in forex and synthetic indices and all of that, right? I am the right mentor for you. I'm the one who is going to show you the rightful strategy, how this thing works. No cap. Absolutely no cap, right? So I'm doing a promo and we have, canceled $80 to $40. You pay. I'm going to mentor you in whatever department you want me to mentor you in. And it's just nuggets, no bullshit, right? My name is Sean Nixon, and let's meet at the other side. Let's go. What I want you to know is that, and the reason why I'm bringing you this video is because there must be a story. If you don't have a story, there's no you. You must have a story, right? And that is the story of UJ, okay? And my point is, what are we going to learn from this story? Okay, there are a lot of people who are chancing upon this video, watching this video right now, who can be addicted, who are addicted to smoking, drinking, and many other things that humans can be addicted to. It could be your phone, crazily, right? So yeah, it's another matter. Somebody can be so addicted to something, and you know it will ruin them, right? So that is the story of the young prophet or the young seer, and I think it has a lot of you know value that we need to learn from. So having see the way UJ is calm now. UJ is calm. UJ when you watch broadcast, those days that Prophet Ibrahim was in London, UK, right? When they are broadcasting, you see UJ. UJ humbled UJ, like UJ is humble. UJ will pick his books. UJ will be writing. UJ will be connected to the message. UJ will be out there. UJ will be following everything detailed. But back in the day, that wasn't UJ. That's a fact. Having to do drugs. I don't think it was only, he just mentioned smoking cigars, but I think he was doing other things at the time. And when you saw him at the time, very lean, and you could see he was going through it. He was going through life at a very young age. You just still young. You just still young. Even now, you just still young with regards to age. Very young. So just imagine if somebody in maybe early 20s is telling you about this story and referring you to the past. Then it means when he was doing that, he was in his teens or even a very tender age, right? Very tender age. So having my point is Prophet Angel, Beverly Angel, Prophetess Beverly Angel as well. Having these are great men of God, man and a woman of God, having a very beautiful and a big ministry, facing this challenge. That will be very hard because you'll be preaching on the pulpit, and most of the members in the church knows that your son is a drug addict. So how would it's going to be a very hard thing to deal with when we are talking from the prophets, the fathers, point of view, or perspective, it will be a very hard thing to talk about because people will be pointing fingers at you on the low and will be like, ah, you preach this one, but your son is doing this. Okay. And so this is a hard situation. And most sons and some daughters of many pastors that are big, great men of God, you know, face challenges like this. Their mental health is very important. You know, you see, nobody is God. We are all men. You understand me? Then when somebody has occupied the office of a man of God, then that is fine. But they are men first before they are associated with the name God, right? So I think this can happen to anybody. But what I want us to take from this video is the ability to pick, you know, how to deal with issues like this, how to solve issues like this. Have you heard the father molest the child because of these issues, but it was rather helping the son to, be on his feet. Now look at Seer. Look at Seer. Seer can give you details in prophecy and a lot of things. That is way beyond his past issues. So what I want to say right now is whatever you are facing, whatever you are going through, it shouldn't be, a tag on you that will remain on you forever. It should be something that you refer to that, okay, I was going through this in the past, but look at me now. And you could tell other people that, see, you can be me or you can even be better than me if you compare or you look at what I've been going through in the past and how I managed to overcome these particular circumstances or issues, right? So that is the issue with me. And I think, you know, this is very hard. And if you look at the story, it will be very hard with the parents as well. That is you, Prophet Angel and then the Beverly Angel, Prophetess Beverly Angel. Very hard issue, but the guy came through and the guy is doing well. Whatever you are going through, just know that you can come out of that and you can do extremely well, extremely well, right? There is no barricade that can stop you from doing anything great in this world. My name is Shudan. I love to break down gospel messages like this. Make sure to subscribe, share, like this video, put out some post notification, and make sure you come back again and watch another video. Thank you. I'm out.